Here's what the pros know about logos. They aren't inspiration, they're a process. And a process can be watched, learned, and stolen. One Skillshare class sits you at the desk of a bona fide design legend while he builds a real logo, start to finish. 117,000 students have pulled up a chair. This is Logo Design with Draplin. Secrets of shape, type, and color, 10 lessons, 67 minutes, intermediate level, and easily the most entertaining hour in this review series. Here's the plan, the project, a real family crest, the man behind field notes, his 4-step process, and what 117,000 students made of it all. The class starts with a dare. At a family gathering, a relative called him out. "You're the graphic designer, so where's our family crest?" He'd been too busy for years, and he finally decided that was a terrible excuse. This class is the answer. So the project is real. A Draplin family crest researched, sketched, and built in Illustrator while you watch. No slideware, no theory decks. Just a working designer working, narrating every click. And the crest is just the vehicle. The cargo is his 4-step process: research, shape, architecture, typography, color. The same 4 moves behind every logo he ships. Watch how they connect. So who's teaching? Aaron Draplin, founder of the Draplin Design Company in Portland, Oregon, client work for Nike and Ride Snowboards, and co-creator of Field Notes, the little memo book in every maker's pocket. You already know his style even if you don't know his name. Thick lines, honest badges, Americana that feels found rather than designed. Functional, nostalgic, iconic. It's a recognizable signature. And the delivery is unlike anything else on Skillshare. Fast, loud, funny, and completely unfiltered. Watching him work at full speed is half the education, and all of the entertainment. Now, let's open the box. Inside, it's 67 minutes across 10 lessons. The dare, the research, 2 full lessons of shape building, then typography, color, and your own assignment. Tight and completely filler-free. Scan the contents and the center of gravity is obvious. Shape architecture, parts 1 and 2, 20 minutes of pure building, the longest stretch in the class. Around it, 9 minutes of research method, 10 of typography, 13 on color. Every lesson a working session, not a lecture. Every minute of it is him working, narrating as he goes. That's the shape of it, one real project carried end to end at a working pro's actual pace. Blink, and you'll rewind. So, step 1, get digging. Step 1, research, dig before you draw. For a crest, that means the whole heraldic tradition. Image search is full of old shields, swords, lions, and Latin mottos, plus phone calls to older relatives collecting the family stories. Every old crest shares the same parts list, so the first job is simply making the list. Then comes the move that makes it a Draplin logo. Keep the structure, swap the symbols. Out go the borrowed lions and someone else's Latin. In come the real family stories, the jokes, the Michigan roots made graphic, history's format, your content. The research is the design, the drawing just proves it. That idea alone upgrades every logo you'll make. List made, symbols chosen, time to build. Then the heart of the class, shape architecture, 2 lessons, 20 minutes, a master building geometry live, and it starts, almost embarrassingly small, 2 circles. It starts with 2 overlapping circles. Intersect them, and there's your laurel leaf. No freehand drawing anywhere, just simple shapes doing what shapes do, kept live and editable the whole way. It looks like a trick, it's actually the entire method. Then the multiplication. Rotate copies of that one leaf around an arc and the leaf becomes a full laurel wreath. One good piece plus rotation equals the whole ornament, a transform trick that works for any repeating mark you'll ever need. Badges, seals, wreaths, same move. And threaded through it all, the habits of a one-man design company. Keep the geometry live, keep the shapes simple, keep the line weights matched so everything feels like one thing. Fast hands, patient decisions, that's the workflow. Next, the letters get theirs. Step 3, typography, and his rule is beautifully mechanical. Read the parameters of your marks. Thick lines in the logo mean you go find a thick typeface. Sharp points, sharp letters. Round corners, round ones. The letters and the mark should feel like one thing. When they argue, the logo loses. It's that simple, and almost nobody does it. Then hierarchy and restraint. Let the big thing be big. Let the small stuff quietly support it, and cap any project at 2 or 3 typefaces. His own bedrock is Futura Bold, the workhorse he returns to constantly. Watch him set the family name and the whole crest suddenly looks inevitable. That's what type fluency buys you. 1 step left, color. Step 4, color taught with receipts. To show how palettes get chosen, he opens his own archive. 666 logos, every palette imaginable. Sometimes loud spectrum color, sometimes subdued, sometimes earthy. And in every case, the spirit of the project picked the palette. not a trend page, the project itself. So the crest gets its final coat the same way client work does, colors argued from the research. What feels true to the family wears best, earned color, not decoration. And watching the flat brown crest suddenly take its final colors is quietly the most satisfying beat in the whole hour. The moment it stops being shapes and becomes a logo, and then, it's homework time. Then the class hands the project to you. Lesson 9 is your assignment, your own family crest using his exact 4 moves. Call the family, build the laurels, set the name, code it in your colors, and share it to the class gallery. The gallery is full of them. A note on pace. This is 67 minutes at a working professional's real speed. He designs faster than most people take notes. So watch it once for the energy, then rewatch with Illustrator open, pausing every trick. It's short enough to rewatch, and dense enough to deserve it. And here's the real takeaway. Swap the crest for any logo brief and the 4 moves hold. Research becomes brand backstory, laurels become any badge, family type becomes any wordmark. You didn't learn a crest, you learned his process, which leaves the scoreboard. So, does it deliver? 93% of students said the class met or exceeded expectations, and 55% said it flat out exceeded them. And the most liked board is a landslide. Engaging teacher wins by a country mile with nearly 1,000 votes. Helpful examples run second, because 666 logos is a lot of examples. The personality is the product here, and the students clearly loved it. But personality alone doesn't hold a score like that. Under the volume, there's a real process, and that's what you keep. An hour with a master leaves a mark. This one leaves 4. 1 for each move, not bad for 1 hour. So who's it for? Working designers who want a pro's actual pace, shortcuts and decisions unedited, Illustrator users who know the tools and want to see fluency, and logo lovers, field notes fans and badge collectors. If you need a from zero tools course first, skip it. This is a master's working session. Because after the research, the shapes, the type, and the color, his whole philosophy compresses into 4 words. Stop decorating, start simplifying, simple geometry, honest type, earned color. That's the entire DDC recipe, and it's sitting in a 67-minute class. 4 words, 1 hour, decades of craft, which brings us finally to the verdict. So the verdict, worth 67 minutes. Overwhelmingly, it's the rare class that entertains you into being better at your craft. A real project, a portable process, and a masterclass in confidence. It's included with a Skillshare membership, and there's a free trial, so the hour costs exactly nothing. The hour is the entire price. One more thing, the important part. Don't go searching for the class. The link in the description gets you in free through Skillshare. Tap it, watch the hour, then call an older relative and ask about the family stories. That's step 1 of your crest. Simple shapes will handle the rest. See you in the next review.